Good morning, world. I'm trying my best to find the live video. Do me a favor, Jamar. Tag me if you could. So, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Good morning, world, and welcome back to yet another fun episode here with us on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. As we embark upon what will be another great episode this morning, we thank you for chopping it up with us. Thank you all for chopping it up with us, and we thank you in advance for a time that will be had. And so, yes, world, we are back like a shark attack, back like we left something, back like we ain't got no clothes on our back. And for the world is a better place in the moment when the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast is taking place. And so thank you for tuning in with us this morning as we converse about the latest sports topics that have taken place in this past week and will be upcoming this week. It is always a blast to have you all tune in and participate with us every weekend. As a reminder that every week we always like to begin our podcast by reminding our audience that the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast can be found on Facebook via our two Facebook pages, the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast community page, as well as additionally on our Early Morning Sports Talk podcast Facebook page. You can find us on Instagram at EMSTP underscore. Again, on IG at EMSTP underscore. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify is the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, as well as our own Facebook pages via Brandon Price, Gerard Goodman, and Jones, as well as our guests for that weekend. Today is June 13th, 2026, and we have seen yet again another fascinating week in the sports world. Well, this past week, we saw the New York Knicks and San Antonio Spurs battle it out in the NBA Finals, in which in Game 3, the Spurs in the final minutes survived a feisty New York Knicks comeback in which Stephen Castle clutchly made his free throws and De'Aaron Fox clutchly made a jumper in the final minute. However, it was the opposite this past Wednesday night as the Spurs blew Game 4, and they blew a 29-point lead where superstar Victor Wembanyama missed two free throws in the final minutes, alongside rather than De'Aaron Fox trying to burn off time from the clock and shoot free throws, he instead went for the layup and attempted to take the points, leading the Knicks to get the ball right back after just missing a shot on the previous possession and eventually leading to one of the greatest plays in New York Knicks history, where OG Anunoby tipped in the game-winning shot and helped the Knicks take a commanding 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals, where Game 5 is set to take place tonight in San Antonio. On the other hand, the Las Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes finally engaged in a game, Jamar, where there was not a classic. The Carolina Hurricanes took care of business 4-2 in Carolina and Charlotte. But the first four games, man, oh my God, it had to be some of the most competitive games I've probably ever seen. The first four games in the series, I mean, just highly competitive. And so the Carolina Hurricanes, on the other hand, they are on the verge as well of receiving, I believe, which might be their second Stanley Cup championship because they won some years back, I believe, way years and years ago. But the Las Vegas Golden Knights, they vowed that they will be back in Carolina come Game 7 because tonight, Game 6 takes place in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. Additionally, the World Cup has begun to determine which country will be standing as the best country for the sport of football, aka what we know in the United States as soccer, in which the United States, we took care of business last night versus Paraguay, 4-1. We looked sharp on both ends of the field. Paraguay didn't belong on the same field as us. And so that was our first game. But right now, the World Cup has begun, aka La Coupe du Monde in French. And it is a huge event. Um, you know, friends from various countries are all rooting for their countries. Folks over here are all rooting for France and they're highly invested. Folks from over here, Jamar, even rooting for Haiti because there's a lot of Haitians here. And so Haiti's in the World Cup. And so it's a fun event. And so, yes. So introducing my brother from another mother and my partner here on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, Mr. Jamar Goodman. Mr. Jamar Goodman, good morning, sir. How are you?
Man, I'm good. We got some exciting sports. You mentioned, the final between the NBA and NHL, the World Cup. White Sox doing great. I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place.
Yes, and we'll talk about that too. That is on our lineup. And so, with that being said, bro, let's get into it, and let's talk about the NBA Finals. And so, let's break this game down, bro, or let's break this series down. What have you seen? Let's talk about it.
Let's see. So last week, we were on here pretty much. The consensus was, and I'll say it again, youth versus experience, and and the infamous Game 4. That's exactly what happened. I kid you not. In the first quarter, matter of fact, the first half, the Spurs couldn't miss a shot.
Yeah.
They put up 70, was it 4, 76?
76 to 49 at the end of the first half.
And the Spurs in the second half only scored 30 points. If I'm being honest, like at the beginning of the fourth quarter, I started to doze off. I think they had a 15-point lead, if I'm not mistaken, like 90-75 or something like that, heading into the fourth. I started to doze off. I'm like, okay, yeah, Knicks got it down, but I still think Spurs gonna win. I woke back up about two and a half minutes left in the game, and I'm sitting here like, what is happening? I noticed a couple of group chats was happening, including the one that we have, and I saw the messages going. I'm half conscious just watching this unbelievable finish to where the Knicks did end up with the lead, but then the Spurs got it back, and the Spurs did get a steal in the last, few moments of the game to where De'Aaron Fox had the ball, and all he had to do was hold on to the ball, and he thought he could
Let me ask you this though. Right. So you figured that De'Aaron Fox, he figured that he could outrun because he is one of the fastest point guards in the NBA.
Yeah.
So he figured, being the speedy Claxton that he is, he could just outrun and get. But my point to that, Jamar, is even if you got the points, why do you want to give them more time to execute a play? You see, like, wouldn't you just want to hang on to the ball,
Correct.
burn as much clock as possible, take a foul on that next possession because you likely got a foul to give, and melt the clock?
Yes, that's what the smart play would have been. Hold on to the ball. This somewhat reminds me of Duke and UConn at the end of the game where Duke had the ball. All they had to
from the past tournament. Yeah, from the past tournament. Yeah.
Threw it away. The rest was history. And this one here, Spurs was up 1. You got the steal. Hold on to the ball. Hit your free throws. You got 3. As opposed to Knicks get the ball back. Brunson shoots from like almost 30 feet away. The person that was guarding OG Anunoby off the inbound, double team Brunson. Shot goes up. OG has a clear lane to the basket to where you're going to see one of the most infamous pictures in NBA history of him tipping it in and then hearing the crowd in the Garden. I've heard that place loud plenty of times through my TV. That was the loudest I ever heard the Garden through my TV. Because it went up another octave. I didn't even think it was possible.
Wow.
The New York Knicks had the greatest comeback in finals history. And so in similar fashion to when they played the Cavaliers, to where the Cavs was up 22 points with about a little under 8 minutes left in the game. In game 1 of that series, the Cavs never recovered.
Right.
I don't see a path to where the Spurs win this finals period. That's like, it's not only that you go down 3-1. That's a daunting task within itself. I mean, we've seen that one time before in the finals, but it's more so
Yeah.
how they lost. It's the how.
Mm-hmm.
It's demoralizing.
Right.
Like, you pretty much owned the game and you gave away the game. And even though that one play, that whole series at the end of the game pretty much won the game for the Knicks, it was more so the second half in general. Like, why are you shooting all these threes? Why are you matter of fact, you're shooting threes.
They shot 8. They shot 8 threes in a row in the fourth quarter.
Like, why? You're doing that. Also, if I'm not mistaken, some of those series was early on in the shot clock too. Like,
right, not even right. Exactly. They're trying to just execute and keep executing, but they're not worried about the clock. It's a tough phenomenon, Jamar. It really is, man. Because when you've been doing something right and it looks good, right? First half, as example, and you like, it got us here. We got to continue. We ride or die with it, and that's where it all comes down to, bro. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, everything you said is accurate. And another thing, just to point out within the Spurs, Dylan Harper was phenomenal.
He was. Kid gonna have a nice career, man, to keep it up.
Oh, absolutely. The man didn't even shoot the ball in the last 10 minutes of the game.
That's what I don't get with Mitch Johnson. But it's like, I guess you have De'Aaron Fox, and he's the veteran. And so he's one of the oldest players, one of the more experienced. He's the point guard that starts. And so I guess you ride or die with it, you see? I mean, it's crazy, though, because even earlier in the series, I think it was game 2, he was cooking Dylan Harper. And for some reason, Mitch Johnson just continued to rock with De'Aaron Fox. And they ended up blowing that game, too. It was very, very odd. And so I guess you stick with him because you did pay him. You brought him there for a reason, Jamar, to be a number 2. You bought him for that reason. So it's like you got to stick with it.
No.
But at the same time, I see, Jamar, I see your point. If it's me, I'm going with the hot hand. If it's me. But I can understand why Mitch Johnson's doing what he's doing. I don't have to agree with it, but I can understand his thought of why he was sticking with Dylan Harper.
Yeah, but
why he was sticking with De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the thought is wrong. So let's just put in a scenario. Let's say me, you, and Ian, we're on the team. Let's say the team paid you like a lot of money for you to start, and be the guy to do what you got to do. We paid you to run the team, control the pace, blah blah blah, be that leadership. Ian, for whatever it's worth, he's playing well. Matter of fact, you're not playing well, but Ian's playing really well to where if Ian's in the game, whatever reason, more times than not in this particular series, like the team is a lot more successful and have a better chance of winning. Not to saying that you can't, but I mean, you kind of mentioned it, like the hot hand, like the person that's playing well, that's whatever reason, like the team is functioning better in this particular time. Not saying it's gonna happen all the time, but at this particular time it is. It just so happened this particular time is the biggest stage in the game. Like, this reminds me of when the Orlando Magic was in the finals against the Lakers, and Rafer Alston was the hot hand in that playoffs. Jameer Nelson was hurt. Rafer Alston was the hot hand. Jameer Nelson happened to be healthy enough to be back in the finals. They decided to start Jameer Nelson as opposed to Rafer Alston. And as a result, the team did not operate the same. It didn't look the same. It didn't play the same. It just didn't. And ultimately, they Bucks kicked by Kobe and the Lakers.
They lost that 4-2, right?
4-1, I think.
Okay, 4-1. Yeah, okay.
And this one here, like I get it. Like Fox is, he's supposed to be the guy, and yeah, he has probably the second or third most experience out there. However, when it comes down to it, like the right decision is to go with the person that the people that's going to give you the most chance to succeed. This is the NBA Finals. This is not, game 34 of the NBA season. Like, this is the finals. This is it. There is no guarantee of getting back. I mean, yes, you got an alien named Wemby, and you should get back. But I mean, once again, there's no guarantee. It just isn't.
Right, absolutely. Right. And so you gotta leave it all on the table.
Yes.
Right. And I see your point. I totally do. And I can agree with that, man. I really, really do. And at the same time, I can understand why he did what he did as a head coach. Because as I mentioned in the write-up, game 3, Dylan Harper wasn't really involved in the fourth quarter again. Keep that in mind. But De'Aaron Fox hit that jumper, you see, in order to send the game out of reach, you see. And even prior to that, Stephen Castle hit his free throws, you see, in game 3. But you turn it around in game 4, Jamar. Nobody talks about Victor Wembanyama. He missed free throws too, bro.
Yeah, he did.
He missed 2 clutch free throws that could have iced the game as well, right? Additionally, Stephen Castle missed a free throw. And then De'Aaron Fox missed his layup. And that's not even to mention that some people believe that De'Aaron Fox got fouled. You actually take a look at the video, you could see the OG Anunoby's arm on De'Aaron Fox. The referees didn't call it, though. I guess it was a high impact, but you could see the foul. And so the refereeing, that's something I want to talk about too, because nobody talks about it. And so we could get on here, Jamar, bro. We can say everything that everybody else is saying, but sometimes you got to take a different perspective. The referees has not been all that great for me. I like Tony Brothers. I think he's a nice guy, Jamar. I really do. But Tony Brothers is not the greatest referee. When his type of games are physical, his type of games, you could see a lot of fouls, and you'd be like, damn, that he refereed game 3 to Victor Wembanyama clearly threw Bronson on the ground, G. He clearly threw him on the ground. And that man just walked away scot-free without any flagrant foul or anything. And I'm like, man, Victor Wembanyama be getting away with a lot of calls, man. But that's on Tony Brothers' watch. Game 4, the referees literally, they were missing all type of calls. They got that call against Karl-Anthony Towns in the first minute. But you go as the game progressed, there was a lot of calls they were missing. They were giving to San Antonio and not giving to New York. And Mike Brown just over there having a fit. And I'm like, I don't blame him. And so possibly De'Aaron Fox layup, sometimes the referees do that, bro. I've seen it in various series. I've seen it throughout a lot of years. They'll mess up a call and then they'll do a favor and give that team a call that they messed up on. You see? Yep. And so perhaps that missed call everybody's screaming about, that probably was a favor for the Knicks because they had missed so many calls earlier in the game. You see? But it kind of sucks because then you doing favors at a point that's a crucial point of the game, and you causing people, you basically deciding people's seasons. You're deciding their fate. And I don't think sometimes we talk about the referees, Jamar, bro, because sometimes the referees, even though, yes, the 29-point lead, biggest blown lead in NBA Finals history, the Spurs did a lot wrong. We about to talk about that, from coaching on to the players. But the referees, in a way, play a part too, man. In regards to how they referee the game, how they give away certain specific calls, and how they don't call certain calls when they suppose to call the call. And it's obvious throughout the screen, throughout the Jumbotron, everything's obvious that, as example, Karl-Anthony Towns got hit on top of the head, one of them possessions, and he didn't get a call. It was obvious that Jalen Brunson got through to the ground. That was obvious. Everybody and their mama could see that one. So, the referees, I hate it, Jamar, but sometimes these referees, not sometimes, they determine people's fates, they determine people's seasons, and I just hate that they do it at inopportune times. You should be doing that in crunch time.
Yeah. So, all right. So my thing is, for
Nobody
one,
talk about these referees enough, bro. Everybody
yeah,
always talk about what a person didn't do, etc. Like, if a call would have been called, if that call would have been called against the Aaron Fox, that foul, we would be completely having a different conversation. But I could go ahead and I'll let you continue to tell me how, yes, a 29-point lead was blown, and that the Spurs, they had to help the Knicks in order to in order to blow a 29-point lead. Go ahead, I'm listening.
absolutely. I mean, so for one, I would say like I actually like the fact that the refs are letting them play a little physical. I like it. I historically I don't like the ticky tackness of the game. Like let them play. But so what I will say is, I mean,
But Jamar, really quickly, bro, I understand you can let them play. Just don't have you see, it gotta be a balance. A lot of stuff was going towards the Spurs way and not towards the Knicks. That's the only part I was making. I don't mind the physicality either. I love it too. Trust me.
I mean, I can get that. I do. It's one of those. It goes back to like personally my philosophy and what I may have said at one point in time. It's like at the end of the day, players play the game, and you do not, especially in football, you do not let the game be decided by the refs. You just don't. So if you're not, getting the calls, like in this case, like the Knicks was not getting the calls, yet they found a way to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
The Spurs blew the game for a number of reasons. A number of reasons from coaching to players not executing to lack of situational awareness,
Right.
just things of that nature. And I guess you want to sprinkle in the refs, fine, with a couple of blown calls or make a call, whatever the case may be. I mean, having refs and officials, I mean, in any sport, it's not going to be perfect. It's just not because they're human. This isn't like AI refs and all this stuff. It's just not. I know some stuff does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ultimately,
AI raps, that's so interesting, boy. I swear, man, the way AI is taking over everything, we might see that one day.
we probably would. We probably would. But man, no. At the end of the day, players got to execute. I mean, coaching does matter to a certain degree, but once again, coach is not out there shooting the shots or playing defense. It's all comes down to the players, and either you're gonna execute or you don't. Like you can run the play, you can
That's what
design.
it comes down to. That's the key word, execution, bro. It's
Yes,
been on my mind, Jamar, for the last 3 days. I'm like, I don't care how loud an arena is, and I've been hitting in my head like Madison Square Garden is one of the toughest arenas to play. But at the end of the day, a game comes down to execution. I don't care how loud a stadium get. When you execute, that stadium gonna shut up when you execute.
yes. There's no way that a team in this day and age in the NBA should only score 30 points in a half. There's no way. When you scored 76 in the first half.
Right.
So
Tale of two halves, man. A tale of 3-point shots dropping. You live and you die by the three. And the Spurs, it caught up with them. They died by the three. They shot 8 threes in a row, Jamar, in the second half. 8 threes in a row. And the Knicks, this is what they do. They come back. And so they love street fights, as I've always been saying, bro, for years now with the Knicks. They love to get into street fights, aka physical games. And you blowing up and you throwing up bricks again, once again, Victor Wembanyama. I guess it's experience. Him out there thinking that he Jordan and shit, thinking that he's Steph Curry. He throwing up a little too many threes that second half. And I'm like, he it's just not his game. He not gonna take it inside. He gonna shoot the open shot. And him doing that, that is perfect playground basketball for Jalen Brunson, bro. Because all the Knicks do is come right down, set that screen, Jamar, get Jalen Brunson through the picks. He go in, put you under pressure. And if he not, he throwing it out to Anunoby, he throwing it out to Josh Hart, he throwing it out to Bridges, or he taking a shot himself, which is likely. And they feasting from there. They feasting from there. And so That's what the Knicks do, man. They've been doing it for years now, and that's where experience comes in. And they've been doing it all playoffs to where it's looked beautiful. It's been
Yes.
beautiful basketball. It's been beautiful basketball. Spurs have played beautiful basketball too, Jamar. Don't get me wrong. Keep in mind these first 4 games have come down to the last shot.
I'm gonna say to the point to where the Spurs, if you really think about it, it could easily be 3-1 Spurs way. Easily.
Somebody just said that yesterday to me.
Easily.
Right.
So like Spurs are just as good, if not maybe even better than the Knicks. But yet, when it comes down to these moments, Knicks know how to execute. The Spurs don't. That's where the youth versus experience, notion or title, whatever the case may be, comes into play.
Exactly. And so, yes. And bro, top of the morning. Morning, bro. Morning. We are breaking down this series, man, between the Knicks and the Spurs. A lot to talk about, man. Jamar, he stated that this series could easily be 3-1 Spurs, but experience has been a big deciding factor here. Execution has been a big factor here in crucial moments. One team has executed better, one has not. Possibly that's experience. Possibly it's fatigue. I don't know what it is, but I do know what it is. But and give us what you have been seeing from this series, bro, and let's talk about it, man, because there's a lot to uncover, man. And then from there, fellas, I want to know if this series ends tonight or does it go back to San Antonio? And so, man, and what you been seeing from this series, bro?
Uh, it's been a good series. Been entertaining for sure. But
Mm.
I do think the difference is experience, and I think the Spurs they haven't closed out games, obviously. And I mean, if you really look at it, the uh, the Knicks haven't really played like a great game overall, and they up 3-1. I mean, they didn't came out in every first quarter.
And the Spurs have led every first quarter, all
The
first 4
Spurs,
games.
yep, all four games, and it's just like they come out flat every game, and so it's getting to a point where, man, y'all really haven't even seen the best of the Knicks yet. But what happens when they, put a complete game together? It's going to be a blowout. Is that tonight, or is the
Right.
Spurs going to annihilate them and then go back to New York? But yeah, I think it's experience. It's been an entertaining series for sure because man, the comeback was crazy. I was watching the
Let's talk
game at
about
first.
that, Ian.
Yeah, I was watching the game at first. I was on the couch and I ain't gonna lie, I dozed off. And then I woke up. It was like 9:30. I'm like, damn, I missed the game. Then I woke up. They was getting blew out. I'm like, oh man, they out here getting their ass whooped. So then I just kept I kept watching the game. I'm just watching. I'm just like, okay, they cutting it down. And you get down to 15, and you look up, you get down to 10, then you get down to 7. But then the Spurs kept hitting shots. And get down to 7, then the Spurs come down, hit a shot, it'd be 10. Man, as you looked up, they was up. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Y'all let them come back. When I woke up, y'all was up by like 20 some points. And it's just like, y'all just can't let them win this game like that. They end up winning, man. It was, man, I ain't never seen nothing like in
One of
the
the
NBA, in the playoffs,
right.
never seen nothing like it.
Yeah, man,
Never
that
seen
had to
nothing
been
like
like one of the craziest comebacks and that I've ever seen, bro. But to
it.
even
Yeah.
talk about that, on the Alan Powell show, we all picked the Spurs, right? And we all had good reason to pick the Spurs. Um, right now, Don Shannon, who's a friend of the page, he stated that the Spurs will win in 7. I don't know if you saw his post, Shamar. And so I'm like, I hope Don, your post age well, because he's like, yes, 1 and 2 Knicks, 3 Spurs, 4 Knicks, 5, 6, 7 Spurs. And so I'm like, all right, that'll be great. And so his post is aging well, but the Spurs. Right now, They go back tonight, fellas, to San Antonio. They haven't executed perfectly. Um, Experience has been a key. Let me ask you guys this. Um, if the Spurs were to lose this finals, um, is it really the end of the world for the Spurs, bro? I know that they're young, you see? And so, which team do you think got a bigger window here, fellas? Because we could not possibly next Saturday we might not be on and we might be going on a hiatus generally because we generally go on a hiatus after the NBA Finals. Um, with the San Antonio Spurs, which window do you guys think is longer? Because right now, I don't know who's really blocking the Knicks in the East, fellas. Think about it. If Boston makes some moves this offseason, they could compete. But I think the Knicks could be back somewhere in the conference final, somewhere in the mix again next year. On the other hand, the Spurs, it depends on what happens this offseason with Giannis, I think. But he'll shape the landscape wherever he goes, fellas, right? If he goes to the East, if he goes to the West. But if the Spurs were to lose the finals, is it really the end of the world being that this team is young? They're learning on the fly. And, you know, you got Victor Wembanyama? It's a question that nobody's really talking about right now.
So, no, it's not the end of the world. No, not by any means. But it's one of those to where you have to. This is why vets in the NBA matter. This is why you have to have veteran leadership. So you have somebody that can, slow down the game when it needs to be slowed down instead of you taking 8 straight threes in the fourth quarter and getting 3 happy and only scoring 30 points in the second. It still comes. That is such an abomination, but it's going to be a learning experience for them to where I would imagine they would go out and, get somebody. And also the players that's still on the team for next year will learn from that and know exactly what to do next time. That's why we talk about, how certain teams got to go through their growing pains to actually get it done. I mean, the Boston Celtics is a great example of that with that core between Tatum and Brown, how many years they've been to the playoffs and to the second round and third round and even been to a finals and took the L and, finally got it done. So it's like sometimes you have to go through it. I mean, the Spurs just happen to, accelerate the clock as far as how good they can be. It's just more so a matter of having the experience to do so. And then as far as the other question between the two, who has a bigger window, I'm going to go San Antonio. And it's more so because of the youth. Wemby's not even in his prime yet, nor is Castle or Dylan Harper. I mean, the Knicks, those players are in their prime right now. And, the East is, I guess on surface you can say, nobody's in the Knicks way, but I don't necessarily think that's the case. Going back to the fundamentals of the playoffs, matchups matter. Knicks just happen to have some pretty good matchups along the way. The Boston Celtics, we know they wasn't, fully the Boston Celtics this year. A lot of it's just Jason Tatum coming off Achilles injury. But also their roster wasn't probably the best constructed anyway. Detroit was the number 1 seed in the East with a 62-win team or 60-win team, whatever the case may be. They just took some lumps here. They're going to come back with a little bit more experience. So in Cleveland, I think the path for the Spurs is a lot more easier because you have an anomaly on the team. His name is Victor Wembanyama. He's only 22 years old. Dylan Harper, what is he, 19, 20. Stephen Castle, what, 21? Yeah. Probably going to get a Fox. Or if you keep him, his role is going to be reduced. You're probably going to put Dylan Harper in the starting lineup next year. There's a lot of working parts here. And knowing that Victor is Wemby is what he is now, it's going to be a free agent destination now for them. So it ain't going to be as hard for them to acquire talent. So it's one of those, does this shit sucks? Yes, it does for them. Can you learn from it? You absolutely can. What you gonna do about it next?
Right. And that's not to say that this series is over, and it's not over. We saw what happened with the 26 Cavaliers. Series is not over. But
Yeah.
hypothetically, if the Spurs were to lose, um, who do you think have a bigger window? Well, or who do you think have a window to get a championship sooner in this case? Because Jamar just answered the question. And so if the Knicks were to win, who do you think will have a window to win next year, bro? Could it be the Knicks you think got a better chance or the Spurs?
Um, I think the Spurs just because of their youth. Um, I think the windows are similar. Um, Hypothetically speaking, if the Knicks win tonight, um, of course Jalen Brunson's not going anywhere. They'll basically probably bring that whole team back, so
Yeah.
um, they'll possibly be back for another year or two. But the Spurs, you could say the same about the Spurs. Um, they may have a, they may be along around a little bit longer, but who's to say that nobody, would trade for some of they, they young stars. They got some young talent over there. Just like you guys
Yeah.
said, like Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle and the whole team. I would bring the team back. Maybe add a veteran, certain veteran here or there. But um, seeing how these guys played in this playoffs and these NBA finals, man, some teams gonna offer them some money, some
Yeah,
draft
absolutely.
picks.
Absolutely. If I'm
Yeah,
a team in, I might want a guy like Julian Champagny on my team.
yeah,
I mean, I know the Knicks been D'ing him up this, but he's a guy that could get your ass
been
15,
shooting.
20 points. He's a perfect playoff guy. Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah,
And
yeah, been shooting
so
well
it's
this
some
playoff.
pieces. Yeah, man. It's some pieces. It's
Yeah,
some pieces for sure, man. Some pieces for sure. Vassal's another one. Big body. Big body.
can
Great,
can
great
defend,
shooter. Great
can
defender.
shoot.
Great
Yeah,
defender. Great
yeah.
defender. Great defender. So it's definitely some pieces, man. And so the landscape, bro, definitely, fellas, is gonna be this offseason. And what Giannis do and what even what LeBron do. It's gonna tell a lot to see what happens going forward. But fellas, do the Spurs close it out? I mean, do the Knicks close it out tonight?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Um, I know it's hard to recover from what happened in Game Four. Ask Cleveland about something similar like that. Uh, but I feel like the Spurs have too much pride to go down like that on their home floor. Um, and I feel like this. I feel like this could be a fork in the road for them based on how Game Four happened. Either this could be so demoralizing where the Knicks could come in and just steamroll them like we've seen the Knicks steamroll the Sixers in elimination,
Everybody,
or the
bro, every series.
just
Every
steamroll them
single series, the closeout game, they beat everybody by 30.
at least.
Beat
Yeah,
the
you're right.
dog shit out of them. Yeah.
Yeah, like that can happen, or it's one of those to where the Spurs is like in every game we've been up at the end of the first quarter, we pretty much dominate the game, and it's like if we just do one or two things differently, this series could be different. Maybe they feel like that, and I feel like that's probably what it is. So I think they'll win tonight.
Mm, yeah. And
Man, I was having this conversation yesterday. It's tough, like you guys say, man. The Knicks, they ain't been fucking around in no closeout game
nope.
at all. Every game they had to close out, they showed no remorse, as they should. So it,
Right.
it is hard to go against that, but I do feel like the Spurs feel the way you guys just stated. Like we could have just did this and that, and the series would be different. We'll be up 3-1, or you know. Um, but the simple fact is they haven't closed out games. I mean, they have not closed out games. To give up basically a 30-point lead is It's insane. They scored 70 points in the first quarter. I mean, in the first half. And end up,
76.
yeah, and almost 80 points and still end up losing the game. That is insane. They don't know how they haven't been closing games. So I know that's going to be a big emphasis tonight. But man, who's to even say that the game is even close to get to that? You know, the Knicks might come out and do what they've been doing all playoffs. And if the Knicks
Right.
come out and blow, and the Knicks come out and blow them out tonight, we have to put this Knicks team as one of the greatest
Right.
playoff teams we've ever seen. Because that means they will only have lost what
3.
three games or 2 games?
3.
Yeah,
Yep.
3
Three?
games.
3
Yeah,
games?
2 to Atlanta.
Yeah,
And
two
which
to
Atlanta
Atlanta.
in.
And they haven't lost it still recently.
Right. Right. And the funny part about it, guys, is Snyder got an extension now. Y'all seen that in the news? The Hawks organization was so impressed
Yeah.
by the Knicks run, fellas. They like, you know what, man? We the only team that pushed them. We
He
gonna give you
deserved
an
it though.
extension.
And when
did.
they went on a run, he deserved it. They went on a decent run toward the end of the season.
Yeah, man. A lot of people knew that Hawks team was a pretty decent team, and they got a lot of young hitters over there too. Jamar, I know you was mentioning Cleveland, but not Cleveland. Hell no. But I know you was mentioning like Boston. You might want to mention Atlanta, fellas, because that's a young core over there too. That's a very young core over there too,
Yep.
with Kaminga and Daniels. And that team was we talk about matchups, Jamar. They gave whatchamacallit a match problem in the first few games of that series.
Oh yeah.
And
They
they gave
was treating Brunson like a cone out there. They was isolating him.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly. They were attacking him and exposing him, those big guards for Atlanta. And so yeah, that's something to look forward to in the coming years. But yeah, man, as far as tonight, we're gonna see what happens, fellas. Honestly, I'm a little fearful to make a prediction because my predictions haven't been going so well lately. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and be a man and make a prediction. I would say the Spurs, they should win this game. They should. But then again, right, the Knicks fans travel so well. Half of that stadium might be New York Knicks fans, guys. Think about it. Have y'all
Yeah.
watched the post game
Them
and
celebrities.
seen
Them celebrities gonna be there for sure.
they've been following them? Fat
Yeah, I know.
Joe, Ben
Even at every
Affleck.
game.
Yeah. Stephen, all type of damn celebrities been following the Knicks. I mean, they got a fan base for real.
I was
Like,
like, damn, Fat Joe, what type of money y'all got? I want it.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
every
right?
game. Them tickets
Like,
prices was crazy. But you know what though?
bro,
They don't even be paying for them tickets.
you don't think so? Because I'm sitting there and I'm
Not
like,
all
Jada
of
Kiss at the games, Fabulous at the games. And I'm like,
You know what?
I know they got
The
money,
people-
but I'm like, are they making money like that still? Like, I don't.
The people, I would say the people that like come to a game, one game here or there, maybe they pay for their tickets, but the ones that's at every game, I don't think they pay for tickets.
Right,
They got some type of hookup.
they got
or something.
season tickets, bro.
Yeah, too. But I think the finals is different though, ain't it?
No, I think they stay loyal regardless. Like, if they rocking with the team and Spike Lee coming there every game, this is a reward
Spike-
for you at this point. This is a reward.
I know for a fact Spike probably don't pay it off.
You know?
The way that he done supported the Knicks over the last damn near 40 years, he probably ain't paid for a Knicks ticket in 30 years.
Dude, they was,
So do you think some of it is just go ahead, Jamar? Because I was saying maybe it's advertising. Like, if Spike Lee's there, all the
Mhm.
celebrities, they gonna come because he there.
Yeah.
probably. I know. Game 3, somebody was offering to buy his tickets for like $500,000. And he wouldn't sell them. So I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
can
Okay.
almost bet that he do not pay for those tickets. He probably just just like I'm sure Don pay for his ticket.
Right. So, like, for example, though, guys, I know people pay for those tickets game 3. They were saying, like, to be near the front row, it was at least 20, 25 bands. to be in the front row was at least 50 bands. Jay-Z was in the front row.
Let me
So
see.
you
No, I think
know,
them tickets was more than
you
that. Let me
you
see.
you know it's money there, Jamar, when you got Michael Bloomberg. He's big in finance, and he's so big he
Yeah,
got
I
his
know.
own channel. He got his
Yeah.
own channel. At finance, he got his own terminal, Bloomberg Terminal. Okay. Billionaire stuff, man. Jay-Z, billionaire stuff, man. Warren Buffett, billionaire stuff, man. Donald Trump, billionaire stuff, man. Like, these are all the people that's at game 3. And so we talk about money, man. It just makes you really question, Jamar, what type of money floating around New York, goddamn it. Like, whew. Like, because them ticket prices, and the crazy part about it is them folks, they were paying. Can't find a seat in there. Just like an elite, I don't know, what do you say, an elite group of people there, like for a basketball game, pretty much.
Dude, I think it was 4 digits for the standing room.
No, on the floor for game 4, the most expensive ticket was $112,000. All of them not paying for that.
Wow.
All of them not paying for that. Some of them maybe, not all of them. But that's crazy. That's insane. The most
No, I
expensive
think,
ticket.
and I think most of them are paying, dog. I can see most of them paying.
I would say most of them, like like somebody like Jay-Z, man, that 100,000 ain't nothing. Or
Right.
like the billionaires. I mean, it's a little money, but it ain't. That's
Right.
some shit he probably spent on drapes. So, it ain't nothing.
Right.
But them
Yeah.
other
Yeah. He's
guys, I'm
somewhere
like,
around 3-4 billion now. He keep rising. So yeah, you're right, 100,000 ain't much.
I feel like, but I do feel like, if I'm the Knicks, Spike Lee shouldn't have to pay for a ticket. I'm
You're
not
right.
making
I
Spike
agree.
Lee. I'm not
He
making
shouldn't
Spike
have
Lee
to pay.
a ticket.
As much as he's been through with that team.
And he travels because he probably gonna be there tonight. I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
He
Right.
gonna definitely have to pay for a ticket in San Antonio, but in New York, hell no, he shouldn't. He should never pay for a ticket in New York. Man, he didn't. He'd have been with them against Michael Jordan, the LeBron
Right.
Jameses, the Derrick Rose. Man, he'd have been through the ringer with them dudes. He should never have to pay for nothing.
Right.
But yeah,
Absolutely, man.
them ticket prices was crazy. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me for a game. I said I would love to be there, but man, people don't even make this in a year.
Right.
This is just for a couple hours.
No, man, 112,000. Some people don't make that in 2-3 years, dog. Let's keep in mind for them folks that's at the bottom, dog.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy
Like,
work.
yeah, man. Crazy money, bro. Crazy money. Crypto money, stock market money, real estate money.
You can't put that on Afterpay.
No, you can't, man.
Could you imagine putting that on
man.
Afterpay, bro? 112,000
Firm,
every other 2
Right.
weeks. Like
Right.
20,000, 30,000 coming out of your account. That is
Right.
nuts.
bruh.
Right. But
So
keep
that-
in
you know
mind,
what?
though,
It may be
keep in
possible
mind, though,
somewhere.
fellas, y'all know what the sauce is? The sauce is have your own company. You see, when you got a company,
Yeah,
as
the
example,
company card, or put on
right,
American
you
Express.
can use that
Yeah.
company card, Jamar. And so this
Yep.
is why Early Morning Sports Talk Podcast is important, or Jay Good with Sports, because when you got a company, they could pay for that. And so, as example,
And
with
just write it off.
Veritas Capital Partners, it was an auction at the game. I don't know if y'all heard that, fella. It was on ESPN. For game 3, it was auctioned for $1 million. That was the highest price because they were auctioning back and forth, going back and forth. And Veritas Capital Partners won. And they paid $1 million, guys, for seats at that game, for a suite. You see? A whole million. You see? And so the Knicks, I mean, they eating good, goddammit. So, like, $1 million. You see, but when you got a company, Jamar, you got a capital's partners, that's a limited partnership in finance. That's private equity. Private equity only deals with rich people. It don't deal with normal blowjos. And
Nope.
so $1 million for Veritas Capital Partners probably not much. but it's a moment to where they say, hey man, if the Knicks, we don't know when this moment is going to come back, so we'll pay for it. And so $1 million, bro. So you can imagine the revenue that was generated for Game
Man,
3 and Game 4.
and Game 4 is insane. Like, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I can just only imagine how much money it made. Like, oh my God. You would have thought Michael
Yeah,
Jordan played in the finals, how much them tickets was, boy.
right.
Crazy.
Yeah,
I want to see them win, though. I want to see them win
I want to
of
see
these
him win
fans.
too.
Just because of
Yeah,
these fans.
just because of their misery of 53 years, man. And I respect a lot of Stephen A. Smith and certain guys from New York. I want to see them get their little moment, get their little
So
shot.
I was on that bandwagon until
Oh yeah, they
after
beat up
Game 3,
yeah,
bro.
they bogus for that.
They don't. I'm like, at this point, y'all don't deserve it. Y'all should wait another 53 years, because that, like, the numerous amount of people that got stumped and beat down because they were wearing Spurs jerseys, walking out Madison Square Garden, like, that was insane.
Yeah, that's
Like,
I didn't know that the people got beat up. I know that people got stuff through at him. Like Victor Wembanyama got something through at him when he was
yeah.
going to his hotel. I know it was a video of them following a man, and they ended up taking his head off of him or something like that. They didn't hit him or nothing, but they were beating up people too, Jamar.
They got reckless. Like,
Yeah.
police was arresting people. Like, it was reckless. It was multiple people that was getting, like, pretty much getting knocked out and jerseys ripped off of them. And
I know Fat Joe made a
Right.
video about it. Like, y'all getting out of control. It's not that serious, bro. People can still be fans, bro.
Right. And
Whether
so,
they from New York and they could be from New York and they could be San Antonio Spurs fans. It's not that serious, bro. Like, some people,
right.
it's always a couple people out of the bunch that just
Out of the bunch that's going to jump off the porch, right?
Spurs
Right.
fans was
And
coming in, like, saying, like, try it here in Texas if you want to. It's an open carry policy. Try it if you want to.
you don't want
Oh
to go to
yeah,
jail
they're
in
not gonna
Texas.
do that down. You don't want to do that in Texas. They hang your ass. But and New York as example, the next question now becomes, fellas, if the Knicks win tonight, man, if you the mayor, because like for example, they haven't been holding the watch parties outside because of the rowdiness. And so if you in New York tonight and you win a championship tonight, I mean, are right? Like, hide your car, hide your business. You might get it towed up. All the business that you don't work hard for, got that land, got that real estate, fellas. Put your business there, and it so happened to be in Manhattan, or it so happened to be in Brooklyn or Harlem, and that's the part right there, man. What you mentioned, and like you win it, you sports fan, but why should people cars have to pay? Why should they businesses have to get towed up? But I mean, at the end of the day, it happens everywhere. Remember when the Bulls was winning championships? I'm quite sure our parents can tell us that around the projects, they was looting shit, tearing everything up, breaking into businesses, gunshots going off in the air every time they win a championship.
Gunshots for sure. I don't know about looting. I would have to.
Yeah, bro, I got stories from the
It
projects.
might be.
I was born in the projects. Y'all remember the Robert Taylor projects? That's where I was born as a kid, and they was tearing shit up, especially that first championship when the Bulls beat the Lakers.
The Lakers, 1991.
Man, they tore shit up.
That was a great year that year.
They tore shit up. And then they beat Portland. Oh, they beat 91. That was the year you was born. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, when
Hey,
they win championships,
they gonna act a fool for sure.
they tear shit up, man.
It's gonna be some shit, man.
We was just talking about that last week. What's up, Rod?
Knicks
and so,
in 5.
yeah,
Matter of
Knicks
fact,
in 5.
let me ask y'all this before we end up moving on for this topic. If the Knicks win, I guess if and when the Knicks win at this point, who's your Finals MVP?
That's tough because I think it depends on tonight. So
It definitely
I
depends on tonight, and
I
yes,
had
that's a
this
good point.
conversation yesterday too. So if JB come tonight and he just put them away and he had like a crazy game and it's just he just dominated he having like an Allen Iverson type of night or like yeah he win it tonight. But if he don't, then I don't know. You gotta if OG have about 20 tonight, 20 and 10 or something like that. Yeah, you gotta give it to OG.
So I'm gonna say, like, who's the
20 and
front runner
10
right
won't be
now?
enough, though.
Who's the
20 and
front
10
runner
won't
right
be
now?
enough.
Because you answered it
I
like
think it's OG.
I think it's OG too. I think it's
I think it's
OG.
OG, but I think it's OG by like I think they like right here because they both last year they both had about 30. They had both
Brunson
of them
had
had 30.
36,
I
and
think
and
OG had like
Anunoby had
30,
33. So
33.
actually,
Yeah.
no, I take that back. I take that back. Bronson is the
No,
front runner in my opinion.
you
Bronson is
think
the front
so?
runner in my opinion. Yes, yes, yes. Because think about it. He closed out game 1. He closed
Yeah,
out game 2.
yeah,
It was Brunson. It was Brunson. Now, Cat, he did his thing too. Because the first 2 games, remember,
I'm about to
the
say, it
first
was
2
an
games,
argument.
people was running around.
It
They
was
were
an
saying
argument
Cat
that
was the MVP.
yeah, before going back to New York, it was Cat. So it's like,
yeah.
Right?
But Cat,
But
Cat,
even amongst that, his sidekick has been Jalen Bronson. Bronson has been like lights out, fellas. Outside of game 3, really, Bronson been
yeah,
lighting shit up. You know what
yeah,
I'm
he been
saying?
close. Yeah, he been
And
closing it
he
out.
been closing. Now you can make an argument. Yes, the overall MVP for the Knicks, Jamar, this playoffs, that's Anunoby. Every single game, this man has been consistent, y'all. Every single game. I mean, it don't get no more consistent. That's a luxury to have a dude that can stick. He big enough to stick Victor Wembanyama, but he
So
can still knock down a 3. Still dunk on Victor Wembanyama. Still make a block against De'Aaron Fox. Man, that's a fucking luxury, bro.
so remember a couple years ago, before he even got to the Knicks, I think he's with the Raptors, right?
He was with the Raptors and he helped them win
Remember
that championship,
they
remember? 2020,
All right, so remember
2019.
man, I remember back then he had the NBA in a frenzy. Everybody wanted him at this time. I mean, everybody. He was on ESPN every time. I'm like, damn, what can he be doing? Well, now I see.
Right.
yeah.
I had thought about that the other
Right.
day. I'm like, man, he had the NBA in a frenzy at one point. One trade deadline, man, they were talking about him every day on ESPN, like every day. But
Highly efficient
yeah,
player.
yeah, man.
Highly
But you
efficient.
see now he played, he played both sides of the ball and definitely one of the great
Best
two-way
two-way
players in the
players.
league.
Yeah. Him, Scotty Barnes, some other guys, two-way dogs.
One of the more value moves the Knicks ever made, and also
Yeah,
the
big time.
contract that he gave him wasn't as bad either. So he definitely got more bang for their buck with him than Mikal Bridges. I'll tell you that much.
Especially if they win tonight. Especially if they win it.
Right.
I mean,
Now,
like you say, I do think they're gonna win the series, whether they win tonight or whenever. But yeah, they definitely snap. They snap. Because I was just like, I wasn't saying that he was a bad player then, but I just didn't understand. I mean, he really had the whole NBA in a frenzy. They was just like, you would have thought it was Kobe Bryant or somebody. They was like, we just need to trade for this guy. I'm like, okay,
right.
I know he got good size, but hell, hey, I see it now. I see why. So I
Yeah. Yep. And so, yeah, man, it's Cat. I think at this point it's too late for him, fellas. But
yeah,
it's
he
definitely
pissed me
between
off.
JB
Pissed my
and
part off.
it's definitely between JB and OG. And for me, it'll be JB, and I think that'll be the best story, fellas. How about the young kid from Chicago, man? Stevenson High School getting NBA Finals MVP, and on top of that, the little
Pops
short
on
guy, man, the
Pop,
small
Pop,
guy, man.
Pops on the coaching staff with him.
He instantly getting a statue outside of they win. He getting a statue.
Yeah, exactly. That's a point, man. That's a good point, Jamar. And
And where do we rank him? Where do we rank him? Because you have to think about it.
Hold on. Rank him where? Like now or all time?
You talking about with the Knicks, right? with the Knicks, right, Ian?
Yeah, and
with the Knicks, but I would have to say all the time we haven't seen a point guard, a small point guard, as the bus driver win the championship in a long time. I mean, Steph
Exactly.
Curry is a point guard, but Steph Curry a little bigger. But besides Steph Curry, we ain't seen no small guy win no championship as the
since what,
basically the
Isaiah Thomas.
Since
damn yeah.
Isaiah Thomas
Al
and
Iverson didn't get
Steph
it done.
Curry, that's been it, fellas. Them other guys might have got to the finals or the Western Conference Finals or the Eastern Conference Finals. They ain't win a championship.
And I'm not. So it is hard to be like, man, he in the top 10 of point guards all time because so many point guards that was great and that
Yeah,
didn't
he got more work.
that didn't
So many.
win.
Right.
But it's like, man,
He's a Knicks legend.
He's in yeah.
So
I would put him all time, yeah.
top 3. So I won't even say all time. Knicks wise, is he top? He is top 3 Knicks of all time.
For me, he's the greatest Knick of all time. I know people think Patrick Ewing. For me, he would be the greatest Knick of all time because he be the one that bought the championship. He be the one that bought the championship.
Yeah.
And Willis Reed will be up there with him.
Walt Frazier.
They got
some of
they
those
got a
guys,
number of
Walt
guys.
Frazier,
Yeah. You know, Earl
Patrick
Monroe. Yeah, Patrick
Earl Monroe.
But I thought about that the other day. I was like, man, I mean, he get it done, especially if he close it out tonight in Jalen Brunson fashion, like he been doing this series.
Right. That mean if he close it out tonight, he gonna get Finals MVP. He close it out tonight, and on top of that, he gonna get a statue like Jamar State.
He's gonna get a statue. His number gonna get retired. He'll go down as the greatest Knick ever. Which means
Probably eat for free in New York. Probably eat for free in New York the rest of his life.
And the Knicks fans are never gonna let you hear, man. They ain't gonna never let us. Man, we gonna hear about this shit for the next 100 years.
For the rest of our lives.
Yeah, boy. Like seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, man. People always talk about how nauseating some other sports fans are. The Knicks are probably one of the most
the Knicks fans are insane. It's hilarious. I mean, I get it though because it's almost like the Cubs fan. So I get it. I get it. I get it.
Back on another 55 years, but yeah, same premise.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
So,
man.
it's insane, bro. But yeah, I had thought about that the other day. Like, man, we ain't seen not granted. He do got Cat, got OG. They got a great team for sure. Not taking that away, but I mean, technically, he's the guy. He's the guy. So I mean, we ain't seen no little guy. Well, Isaiah Thomas, he had a team as well too. So it's like, man, we ain't seen no little guy like that. Win. So and then especially in New York. So I was like, man, he win this. Gotta put up. You gotta put up now. Patrick Ewing, they didn't get it done. I mean, he was there in '99, but he got hurt, so he didn't even play in the finals.
Don't forget about '94, though, fellas. Don't forget about '94.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, against the Rockets. Yeah,
against the Rockets, and that was a team that could have legitimately won a championship. And I remember Jamar. I think it was you, Jamar, that was telling me about John Starks having a bad series, and it was somebody else. I think it was Harper, a dude named Harper. Y'all remember the Harper that played for the Knicks?
Derek Harper.
Derek Harper was hot that series, and they kept going with John Starks, and his ass was bricking up the joint the whole game.
He was on the pivot, I think, talking about that recently too.
His ass was bricking up the whole game, and they like we should have won that championship, but we mentioned a hot hand earlier, Jamar.
Talked about that before Ian got on, so it's like it's another example. Look, I just picked the finals MVP odds. Brunson is favorite right now, minus 115. OG is plus 210. Wemby is a plus 390, and then Cat is a plus 4,000.
So here's another thing. I'm gonna bring this up too. We talk about OG, we talk about JV. Cat hasn't had like a crazy stat game in this finals yet, really. What if he come out and just go crazy today, like have a triple double and they beat the shit out of what?
I don't even know.
It'll make it
Then
interesting, but
if Cat come out and close them out today, he'd be like the main scorer. That makes it tough.
No, but I would say I feel like the path of victory besides him blowing his nose is if Cat comes out, has a great game 5, the Spurs win. He has a great game in game 6, the Spurs win. He has a tremendous game in game 7, and the Knicks win. So like he has to have great games, but the series has to be extended. In my opinion.
I can see. Yeah, I can see that. But then, but then still, so if he have a great game and they win, like they win tonight, or if they have one of them games like they had against Atlanta, I can't really see this happening, but it's possible. If they have a game and they just beat them by 40, then it's like who wins it then? Because if they win by 40, that means that everybody contribute.
I'm about to say like. Does OG have the same numbers he's been putting up? Does Brunson have the same numbers he's putting up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think
that make it tough.
I can see if Cat had the game and everybody else just sucked. Then
I ain't even talking about Cat. I ain't even talking about Cat no more. I'm just saying who wins it then.
Oh yeah, at that point, it's a coin flip.
It makes it tough. Yeah, it makes it tough.
So
nobody was ready to close out. They just closed them as a team.
So I guess at that point, whoever
in that case, you would still give it to the you would give it to the superstar. You'll give it to the superstar, the headline maker.
Like who has?
I know, but that's how it be sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
People was arguing with Jason Tatum winning the NBA Finals MVP last year, and I'm like, in 2024, I'm like Jalen Brown.
He didn't win it.
Damn MVP.
No,
I know, but people was mad that Jason Tatum didn't win. Remember that, fellas? People was mad, but they were giving it to him because he was the superstar. It generally how it works. The superstars always get the MVPs.
No, not all the time. I mean, look at Andre Iguodala.
But in most cases, I know Andre Iguodala is an outlier. But in most cases, fellas,
who's the other one? Vernon Maxwell. I mean, he won one. I mean,
but those are 2 years, Jamar, out of like how many years?
I get it, but heck,
generally your number one option wins the Finals MVP.
But if he didn't deserve it, he don't deserve it.
Yeah.
But generally. I'm just talking about generally who.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You see? And so in that case, I'm just answering y'all question. It would be Jalen Brunson. If everything happened as we stated, the outlier would still be for the series. And they would say, all right, overall, we just going to give it to Jalen Brunson because it's the best story.
I think who has the most memorable moments at this point because of how close this is. I mean, OG gave you probably the greatest moment in Knicks history
if they win it all, for sure, yeah.
But what about Brunson's 36 compared to his 33?
Well, heck, Brunson, OG the one that had the game-winning tip that had the Knicks garden almost erupt through the roof.
Yeah.
But what about Brunson's shot over Victor Wembanyama?
They ain't going to remember that. They're going to remember OG's tipping.
Yeah, they're going to remember OG's tipping, for sure.
But what about that three-pointer, fellas, that Brunson intelligently took? He saw Victor Wembanyama on him. And he like, I'm going to shoot it.
I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to shoot it. And he hit it. I'm like, damn, he hit that. Wow.
I didn't like the shot choice. When I first seen it. I'm like, why take this deep-ass three? Y'all only down by one. So they played it. Well, everything happened. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And so everything happened.
They were down by 4 at that moment, and they were down by 4, bro.
No, they were only down by 1.
When Brunson hit that deep three-pointer?
No, I'm talking about last game.
No, I'm talking about last game too, where Brunson hit that deep three-pointer. Because before that, Brunson hit a deep three-pointer.
I'm talking about the last 3 that he shot that he missed.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, I'm talking about that. Yeah,
I'm talking about the one he made. I'm talking about the one.
No, yeah. I don't know. He's had. I don't know. He had some moments. So he will probably win it. Like if they blow him out tonight and they just beat him as a team. Then
who else you gonna give it to? Like you would give it to Anunoby would be right there, but likely they would give it to Brunson. Like that'd be the best story.
Okay, they blow them out tonight, and if Anunoby have 30 and Brunson have like 18 or 20, OG.
Oh no, you give it to Anunoby then.
Yeah, he wins. But if they blow him out, and they all got like 20, Mikal Bridges got 20, OG got 20, Jalen got 20, Cat got 20 in a triple double. Then Jalen win then probably.
Okay, what about this scenario? Let's say OG has 35, Brunson has 15, but Brunson hits a buzzer beater for the win.
But for the win,
Yeah.
see, then you might got to get.
Oh, that make it tough. That make it tough. That make it tough.
But then it go back to Brandon point. He got the moments, but OG does have a moment though. He got probably one of the biggest moment in guard history.
Right. And if Brunson would have hit that right, and
we just do call MVP.
That's what I would do. I'm like, look, y'all figure it out. Bam.
You can have it in my house for a week. I'll come back and get it.
They got to make a special request. Make 2.
Man, yeah, we could go back and forth, fellas, on that one, man. And so it would just depend on the scenario, like y'all saying.
Yeah, man.
It would just.
Man.
And they haven't played a complete game yet.
Right. That's
what's so crazy.
That's
like
the
we've seen them play.
Part.
That's great.
That's the interesting part.
To be honest, neither team has. If we're being
honest. No, exactly. That's why the series 3-1.
Right.
Because we ain't seen no blowout. We ain't seen like nothing crazy. So it's like they all been close. That's why I say it's been an entertaining series. All the games been close. And the first blowout, we thought we was gonna get. We get a fucking legendary comeback.
Comeback of all time.
And the first team to win on at home in the series.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
In crazy fashion. Them fans didn't even go home. I was still up watching.
Watching. I was kind of jealous because I was sitting there and I was like, fellas, what if that ever happened in Chicago? Who all gonna be there in the celebrity role? Like some Fox people
come out like that.
You know, like, but I don't think our celebrities would be out like that. You know what I'm saying?
Not on front row,
not like New York. You know what I'm saying? And they literally just all. I'm like, damn, is this a social club, Jamar? Is this like a professional organization? They networking, got drinks on the damn basketball. Only thing missing is champagne. Goddamn it, in business suits. Because
you would have thought they won the championship because it was like 2 hours after the game. They were still on the floor just. They in the background
you see Tracy Morgan, he hugging Stephen A. Smith. You see, what's the lady from Good Morning America? Well, Michael Strahan. You see Michael Bloomberg talking to this person. I'm like, damn, like
Kenny and them they just talking. They just having they broadcast. They just in the background, just on the floor. Like I'm like, damn, they really ain't going home. You would have thought they won the championship that night.
Amazing vibes.
Amazing, man.
It would be crazy. They win tonight, man. New York, they gonna act a fool. But
especially on a Saturday night too. Especially on a Saturday night too.
I will say this about the Knicks: try to close them out tonight. Don't try to win
give them life.
Yeah, just They've been doing it all. They've been doing it all playoffs. Put them in the dirt tonight.
Right. Take care of business.
Yeah.
Viciously.
Don't let Wemby play a full 48 on a mission.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that now. Don't let him.
Get them guys riled up, them young guys, and rally around, man.
Right. And you mentioned young guys. Sometimes when you're young, your body don't even care. You young, you 22, you 21.
You got nothing to lose.
They don't mind going back playing 2 more basketball games after that.
They'll have nothing to lose tonight.
Right.
Believe it or not, San Antonio will be rocking tonight. So it's gonna be a tough environment.
That's why we all expect them to win tonight.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be hella loud. Cause I was sitting there watching the game, and I'm like, man, San Antonio, like they trying to make some noise, like trying to get loud over there.
Be loud enough.
I'm like, it ain't as loud as New York, Jamar, but I'm like, they trying. And so, which color you think they're gonna go with, Jamar? You think they're gonna go with that high-ass pink, orange, all of them? Or they gonna go with the all black tonight? Or they gonna go with the all black? They better go with the all black, man.
And if it gets back to a game 7, they better go all black
There you
again.
go. Right. Keep
I
them
say
damn
it's a
free.
funeral for the Knicks at that point.
Right, exactly. And so you want to put that black in to remind them of a funeral. Damn it. Like, you know, and every time they do them bright colors, they always lose. I kid you not.
It looks nice though.
It's nice. It looks nice. Yeah. But you know, when they generally put that black on, that's when they kick teams' butt when they put that black. So gonna be very interesting, man. And so, fellas, man, we broke down the NBA playoffs. A lot to talk about the NBA finals. FIFA World Cup, just the FYI, fellas, we kicked off the FIFA World Cup last night, took care of Paraguay in very, very nice fashion. Go ahead, Jamar. You watched it, bro?
Yep, I watched every minute of it. Great game for us. Like,
except for us.
Yeah, dude, we beat the mess out of them. Matter of fact, we scored the 4th goal at the very end of stoppage time in the second half. So it was one of those to where we controlled the game. Like Brandon, you mentioned at the beginning of this, like they didn't belong on the same field as they didn't. It was
right.
It was complete control by the United States the whole time, and it gave me confidence. Like maybe, just maybe, this team could get a little further this year. But we'll see. I know it's first game.
Right. But remember, as we stated, fellas, and as we was talking about last weekend when Gilliam was on here, most teams that host, they generally go further, 16, final 8. So that's one thing that's good about everything we have right now. And keep in mind that every game we have is in the United States. Next game is in Seattle versus Australia next Friday on the 19th. And on the 25th against Turkey, it's in LA. And so, and that's on Thursday, June 25th. So definitely got home court.
We do. And the last thing I'll say is, I guess with it expanding to 48 teams, I mean, you're going to get some teams in there where it's like they probably have no business being here type deal. So I don't know. Just use it to your advantage, create that momentum, I suppose.
Exactly. So a team like Paraguay, you're supposed to take care of them. A team like Haiti, a team like Scotland, you're supposed to take care of them. Like if it was a field of 32, they likely might not be in. And so you take care of them the way they're supposed to be taken care of. And so the United States off to a good start. Canada off to a good start. Although they tied yesterday, they scored their first goal in World Cup history. So congrats to the Canadians. And then Mexico, they kicked it off, fellas, and they won their opener 2 over South Africa. Yeah. And so they beat South Africa. And so Mexico's off to a good start too. So right now, North America is off to a good start. And we'll just see how things progress. France over here, they're taking a look. I think they play Monday and they kick off against maybe Senegal, I think. And so, World Cup, full effect. Big, great tournament. If you ain't in tune, get in tune. Jamar, bro. Man, how about the White Sox, bro? On the other hand, the Cubs, they damn near about to be below 500. And so
sound like a Northside problem.
And so I'm sure Chris Ford, Simon Abeta, Kevin Clark, Anthony Walsh, Jonathan Abernathy, all the guys, Northside guys, mostly all white guys. They love the Cubs. And right now, the Cubs are not doing well. So I'm sure they're not happy. But we love them. They're our friends. And so the White Sox, on the other hand, Jamar, first place, man. And look, 6 games above 500. And we beat the Dodgers last night, beat the brakes off of them. The Dodgers came to Chicago, thought it was sweet. And Murakami has something to say to him.
Even though he ain't played or Ohtani, but nevertheless, like the Sox been, like you said, they beat the Dodgers last night. They won the series against the Braves. Prior to that,
best team in the ML and right, the NL, right? It's between them and the Dodgers. Them the two best teams.
And Braden Montgomery, him calling up, he's been waiting in the wings, and he just come out and been a super spark. And we didn't even have Coastal Montgomery in the lineup because I think he's hurt his back with a swing in the back or something. Moon, he ain't, he's still recovering from the hamstring. Kyle Till, he's still in recovery. So we don't even have all the pieces yet. And this team has just been rocking, beating quality teams. Now it's like it went from, at the beginning, like, okay, we just want them to be competitive, just show something, development, whatever, to, okay, this team is, rocking around 500. They, the AL in general just sucks this year, and they still within the division to, man, they won 8 straight at home now, and first place, 6 games above 500. And now you're wondering, like, how good is this team? Like, how good can they be? Now, are we, at this point, at the deadline, it's looking more and more like buyers at the deadline instead of sellers or nothing at all. So it's like, I'm excited. I am generally excited. The BS that we've been through the last couple of years. I remember that one year I boycotted the team. I didn't even watch it. I didn't listen to a single audio clip. Didn't even look at the box score.
The tickets was $2 there.
Dude,
$2, bro.
Dude,
tickets high as hell now, Ian.
I know.
Man, matter of fact, I got a voucher around here for a couple of tickets to a Sox game for free that my wife found. I don't know. Anyway,
fantastic,
dude. And the fact is, they're doing all this winning in spite of Jerry Reinsdorf because he ain't done anything. The GM Betts been putting this together in spite of the incompetence of ownership. So it's like, when the fact that you're still, rebuilding and winning at the same time, that's a beautiful thing. And I got some more Sox gear to buy. I already had some, but I need to get some more because these young players that's on this team, it is fun to watch.
I need one of them white jerseys, man. I need one of them white jerseys I need a white Sox jersey.
Crisp. Need one of those.
So clean and crisp, bro.
I need
I got one. I got 2 of those.
I need the.
You got that, y'all. You got that red one in that. The one that they wear. Yeah, I want that one, bro. That one go hard.
I got it. I gotta get one of those.
That one go hard.
It does.
Right. That one go
I got
hard
one too. And it's like now you ain't got to get just one player. There's a few players on this team that's worth having their jersey at this point. So it's like
right. It ain't just Murakami.
Right. So it's fun. This is fun. This is exciting. Hey, I actually actively tune in to listen to them on the radio. I'm at the point to where I think I might buy that package to go watch them play on TV now. I think we're there. I think we're there.
Bro. And I think it'd be a good bag, Jamar, because I think this is the team that's there to stay this time.
Yes.
And I hope the White Sox organization this time don't go shipping off everything for assets, but keep the core. You got Murakami, just like you had Frank Thomas back in the day. Build around him and just continue to hold that as your piece. And if you got some other guys like the Montgomerys and all that, keep them guys as your core, like the Cubs did, and you'll find yourself contending for years.
Seriously. And I know they just made a trade the other day. I think Derek Hill and somebody else, but they ended up getting 2 more prospects. So they still continuing that farm system. So it's like, okay.
Sort of like the Thunder, some of them other teams just, built from the farm system.
So yeah, I'm here for it. I'm happy. You can tell by the sound of my voice. So Southside, let's go.
Southside. Imagine the White Sox, y'all, being good for 10 more years. That'd be fantastic for Chicago, for baseball, for just everything. Having a nice, good, healthy run from the Sox. That'd be amazing. And so, yeah, man.
Y'all talking about one of these?
Yes, sir.
Man, which one is that?
I'm about to mess y'all up.
Oh, you got the Jordan, dog. Oh,
I got one more. Hold on. And I got one more. Hold on.
You got that Jordan, bro. That's that throwback.
What? Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
And then I got this one. I got a newer one.
Who was that?
Oh, yeah. That new one, Chris. You can see that. And you got
Me.
Jones on the back. Oh, my nigga.
That was a
You
gift.
got your last name. How much you pay for that? And like 200?
Well, that no, it's probably like I think it's like one something like that. I had to look it up. Matter of fact, I'll look it up real quick right now. But I didn't pay for that. Was a gift. The second one.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. Yeah, you got to get that socks with that last name on your back. Yeah, and so Jamar, you know. Now I think one thing that's consistent is everybody, every black dude in Chicago should have a White Sox fitted cap hat, the black one. What you think, Ian? Because
You said,
a black sock, a White Sox fitted cap.
oh yeah, I got two. I
It's
need one.
mandatory.
Yeah, it's
You got
mandatory.
to. It go with everything. You got to get it.
You know, Ian,
It go with everything.
that 45. I see you. I'm at
My boy. My boy.
Mm,
My boy.
that Jordan 45. Yeah.
Yeah.
sacred.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Yeah, man. Y'all keep those forever. Like,
Got to.
you might be
Yeah,
able to
man.
auction those off one day if one day, goddammit, you're at retirement or something. You need a couple $1,000, $10,000, $50,000. I don't know, man. You might be able to auction that thing for,
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Yeah, man. For real. That's awesome. So that's what's up, fellas. And so, yeah. Shout out to Michael Jordan, by the way. And so, yeah. And I mean, Jamar, I don't know if you got anything for us, bro. Or even Ian, which one we doing this morning, man? We doing the basement or we doing which one? We've been doing anything from Jamar for a while.
Yeah, we can do
And
both.
Let's get it. As a matter of fact, I've been waiting on Ian to get back on here so he can get on one of these little
Yeah.
activities we've been doing lately, Brandon.
Man, bro, it's been fun, Ian, bro. It's been fun as hell, bro. I've been learning so much, bro. Like last week, we did international players from the NBA that were all stars. Like it was fun as hell, bro. And I learned something new. And then a couple weeks ago, we did the top 50 scores, I believe, in NBA history, right, Jamar? And
I think it was 20, but yeah, it was
top 25. It was top 25 for both weeks.
tough.
Top 25. Yeah,
So-
it was good though, man.
Yeah.
hold on. I'm in the midst of finding one that I'm gonna share the screen and we're gonna get to it. And maybe
Yeah.
All right. Let me get some tags in, by the way.
oh, this one might be pretty good. Hold on. Now I have to play it. I don't know. This one is tough. I don't know if we're gonna complete this one. We're gonna try it though, because I trust our minds. We gonna try it. So give me a second to share the screen.
Oh, let me look at my charger.
I have to try.
There we go.
All right. While he's getting his charger, this one here, sixth man of the year,
Man of the year.
99
That was
2000.
gonna be hard. Whew. Since 99, 2000. Man, if we did it since 2010, I could rock with it.
We
Since
gotta put them in order?
2000,
No.
Okay.
mm-mm.
So it's 22.
All right, so we gonna start. Now I don't know, and that's a good point by Ian by the years, because I know Lou Williams and Jamal Crawford won multiple years both. We all know that.
Yeah, we know
So
that.
to get
Yeah.
that out the way would help us tremendously.
So, all right. So
So
the goal is just a couple things, because I know the first time we just pretty much just let it run until we figured it out. So it's 8:43 now. So I give it 17 minutes. Basically, be done by 9 o'clock. Hopefully sooner than that. The accuracy, we want the accuracy at least 75%.
I
okay.
bet.
And so So the years with the Clippers, Jamal Crawford was killing shit, along with the Knicks.
And the,
So I know Jamal Crawford won maybe how many times? 3 times, guys.
I think he
yeah,
won twice. I think he won
but
one in Atlanta, and
everyone
or
with the
did he
Clippers.
win?
No,
And one with the Clippers.
no, I think it was 3 times, and I think Lou Williams was 2 times.
Either way,
Or was
they
Lou
both won
Williams?
multiple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the button when y'all ready, and we're gonna get at it.
Yeah, let's go ahead, Jamar. Yeah, let's get them out the way. Let's get them 2 out the way. And then also get Keldon Johnson out the way for 2026.
He sucked to me, but
All right.
all right. Wait.
They
what?
probably ain't got his. They probably ain't got his year in yet, so they probably got to go whoever won it last year.
I got one for you.
Right.
Ginobili.
No.
Let's see. Did Tyler Hero ever win 6th Man of the Year?
Who?
Tyler Hero.
That's good.
I think he did.
He did.
What
Yeah.
about the bald head dude for Boston that always hit the threes, play for San Antonio, Derek White? Has he always been a starter?
I think it varies. What about,
Okay. Can you try him for me, Jamar? Just try him. Try Derek White. No, Derrick. Okay, no.
No.
All right.
did
What about
Andre Iguodala ever win one?
What about
if not him, then somebody on his
what
team?
What about Andre Miller?
That's a good answer.
That's a good one.
No.
What about Mark Price? No, that's old. What about who was used to be cooking on the Cavaliers when they had a good run? No.
J.R. Smith.
Yeah, J.R. Smith.
What about J.R. Smith?
I think he won most of the time, actually. He won at least once, but I know he won though.
I can't.
Yeah.
Yep. What about
Heck, did anybody on the Bulls win one during those years, bench mob years?
I was trying to think about that, but I don't think
you talking about when the Bulls won the championships or
No.
like during Derrick Rose era.
during the Derrick Rose era? No.
Taj Gibson and all those guys.
They were.
Did Cal Korver?
What about anybody from the Pacers when they had their run? Like Lance Stevenson, what about Rudy? Used to play for Memphis, y'all. Was a good scorer.
Rudy Gay.
He was a starter. Okay.
Yeah.
What about
who's a bucket getter?
Right. Taj Reed, Nas Reed, put him for the Timberwolves.
Because he won last year, right?
Yeah. He won multiple years, guys.
Nah, I thought it was just that one.
Okay. He was a front runner again this year then. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, Nas Reed. Phoenix, Milwaukee. What about the white dude for Milwaukee that could shoot? Not Denver Cheese though. Matthew Cunt or something like that.
Pat Connaughton?
Something like that, yeah. No, I don't think so. No.
What about this? Might be a good one. What about just listen to him talk. Jason Terry. Try Jason Terry.
That's a good one.
I mean, he always was that 6 man.
That's a good one.
Wow.
That's a good one, Jamal.
Good.
That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. James Harden.
Thunder?
Yeah,
Good.
he did.
Great answer.
Mm-hmm. What about anybody ever from those Piston days when they were dominating, fellas?
I was just thinking on that team. I only remember the starting five really. So that means
Right.
really fair, maybe. As it,
What about from that? So Jason Terry, he probably would have won that with that
Dallas.
Celtics team that was. Okay, it wasn't on that 2012 Celtics team. It had to be with the Mavericks, okay, or either with the Hawks.
Oh,
Okay.
I just thought of one.
What you got? Yeah.
Just watched this on his documentary. Lamar Odom.
That's a good one too.
Did win.
Hey.
I just remembered
Yes,
that.
sir.
Dude,
Yeah, Lamar Odom. Because I'm sitting there trying to think of somebody from that Lakers team. Let's see.
I'm trying to think about the early Lakers, like the 2000 Lakers, like the three-peat Lakers. Like who was in that era that was? Because we missing a bunch of those.
Right.
What about no? I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here.
Say somebody like
You talking about Rick Fox?
maybe Mike
Who's the
Miller.
starter?
Somebody like Mike Miller's a good one. Jamar. Mike Miller. Somebody like Mike Miller's a really good one. Really good one. Somebody that you know come off the bench shoot. And he might have, did he? Maybe he
It had
was
been
wearing
Miami.
that before he got with the Heat, but
No,
could have been.
I think he was
the Heat
starting
too.
in Orlando. I think he was Miami.
Okay.
Um,
Like, what about somebody on the Celtics, like the Garnett and Pierce Celtics?
Right. That's and I know Jason Terry was on one of them teams, but
like
let's see.
Leon Poe or
what about Eddie? Try Eddie House. That could be. I don't know. I don't think.
He was just a good clutch 3-point shooter, but I don't know if he ever won a 6th man of the year.
Yeah.
What about anybody from that Hawks team? Josh Smith was a starter, right?
Yeah, I think it was Jamal Crawford or Lou Will in that era.
Yeah.
Okay, that was okay.
And we put them down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we put them down first. Who from the anybody from the that Warriors team? What about from the dude from Chicago with the afro? Had that good mid-range, fellas. Played for the Warriors.
Sean Livingston.
Skinny dude, Sean Livingston.
Sean Livingston. It might be, maybe.
Nah. Good guess though.
Okay. Anybody from that Warriors team?
If it ain't Livingston or Iguodala, then I don't know.
Okay. Not DeMarcus Cousins, not them that year. He was a starter, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Did Edmund Turner win it one year?
Possibly.
You try Evan Turner.
What about the dude that played for Sacramento, dark-skinned dude, Tyreek Evans? Was he a starter?
No, he was a starter.
Okay.
What about? No, that might be a long. He was a starter though.
Anybody from that Phoenix team when Steve Nash was MVP 2 years in a row?
Leandro Barbosa.
Okay.
Let's try. Hey,
And killing
Hey,
shit.
that's a girl.
And
Yeah.
speaking of international, let's stay international, fellas. What other international guys we can think of that were sharpshooters? What about Bargnani?
he was a starter.
Not 6 man of the year. Oh,
Okay.
what's the name win 6 man of the year? Um, Ben Gordon.
Let's see.
Right. I think I knew
Yeah,
the Bulls. I just couldn't remember.
Mm-hmm. Because
Ben
Ben
Gordon.
used to cook shit. Ben used to
I'm
cook.
trying to think of what team that he won 6 man of the year on though.
The Bulls.
Did they-
That
He
was with the Bulls.
No,
He
no.
was
What I'm
with the
saying
Bulls.
is,
That was 05. That was our first run. It had to be our first run. With
He was the
Kirk
first
Heinrich.
person in 6 man of the year. as a rookie.
As a rookie.
Okay.
Okay, right.
Because
right,
was that year we
Yeah.
lost to the Wizards and Gilbert Arenas?
Probably so.
Uh-huh.
So. Maybe.
And that was with Kirk Heinrich on that team. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was young.
What about Andres Nocioni?
Nah,
Yeah.
I think I remember that. He was a starter though.
No, he used to come off the bench, didn't he,
It was
Jamar?
both.
He
It was
yeah,
both.
he
Can we
was
just
both.
put him in Nocioni, Nocioni? Probably his last name might be best, Jamar. Nocioni.
Nah, hold on.
I think it's Cioni.
Anybody from that era of like the early 2000s era? Oh, you know a good one?
He ain't coming up, Nocioni.
I don't know if this is I don't know if he won, but I think this would be a good one. What's his name, bro? He used to play with Bobby Jackson. Try Bobby Jackson from the King.
I think that's a good answer.
Ah,
Good
Mhm.
stuff.
Good stuff, bro.
Must
trying to
be
get on
6
my
man.
Killing shit.
I'm trying to get them all.
And it's yeah.
How many? Oh, damn, we got
Yeah.
5 minutes left.
And we got 9 more answers to go.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we
Uh,
honestly we doing better than I thought we would. So
For real. But let's see.
I'm trying to think of somebody else. I think the other's gonna be. Who won? So who won it like 2 years ago? Didn't my man from
I'm trying to think of people that
from the
cook,
Celtics
fellas.
won?
I'm trying to people that cook.
who from the Celtics was thinking?
Pritchard?
The only-
Did he win?
I don't
Put in Peyton Pritchard. He probably right. Peyton Pritchard. He's another guy that cooks shit.
oh,
Nah.
That's right,
Dang.
man.
good stuff.
That's right, man. Yeah, that's right.
The other
What
the
about-
other dudes, they probably fought in like 99. I don't know them. I probably
But what about Jordan Clarkson, y'all? He cooks shit too.
Oh, good answer.
He did win one?
Hey,
He did. Damn.
Yeah, you got to think of guys that cook shit. And
Let's
so,
see. Damn, I feel like we can get them all.
we doing a lot better than I thought we would.
y'all, I got one from the Clippers.
We said
I got
Rudy
one
Gay
from the
already.
Clippers. Right,
You got-
but remember the dude, the dark skinned dude used to dunk on people all the time, aggressive.
There's a lot of them.
Montrezl.
Oh, Montrezl Harrell, he did win. Yeah.
Nigga used to dunk on everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Montrezl Harrell.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
I think we could get 18.
Yeah.
We-
Shit.
How many minutes we got? We got almost a minute.
I'm trying to think of an efficient player. What about guys like Drew Holiday? That's in that category.
I don't
Let's
think.
try.
I don't know. It's tough. He might have a defensive player of the year, but you could try though. No, he probably got a defensive player of the year.
Similar guys. What about Brogdon? Y'all remember him? I'm talking about efficient ass players.
He won rookie of the year, I think.
Yeah, he
No,
won.
No,
it.
let's
no.
try him, bro. I think he
Give it
might have
time.
won a 6 man of the year,
He
man.
might have won. Yes,
Hey,
sir. Got it. Yes, sir.
Highly efficient players. Highly
And he
efficient
just fell off the
players.
face of the earth.
Yeah, but he just
We
retired.
got
That was it, really.
we got 30
Yeah.
got 30 seconds.
um.
nah, I let it go
Let's see.
to 9 o'clock, so we'll got another 2 minutes.
What about from those Heat teams
We
or
said
those
I
we
mean, we
going
got
to not
Mike Miller.
automatic.
2010. Anybody else from that Lakers team maybe won Sixth Man of the Year?
Which Lakers?
The 09, 010, 08.
No, that would just be Lamar. Odom.
Lamar Odom, yeah.
Okay. What about from
Oh, I got one.
What you got? Let's go.
Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon's a good one.
I remember when he won.
Eric Gordon's a good one.
Eric Gordon.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was a cooker.
Damn, we only got 4
That was a
more.
cooker. That was a cooker too. That was a cooker.
Damn, the Clippers
Who
got
else
some
was a
six-man
cooker,
of the year
fellas?
award.
They got some hell of awards, right? Who else, y'all, from anybody from the Nets? No.
Lucius Harris ain't good enough.
Anybody from those Grizzlies teams?
No, only thing they probably got is TA with defense player of the year.
I mean, their points, they scored enough points, and their bench was non-existent.
Right. Okay. Patrick Beverly, no. Shooters.
What about
shooters?
30 seconds.
Anybody from that Sixers team, 2001?
Antoine
Anybody
Jameson,
from that
maybe?
year? Antoine Jameson, interesting. Okay. From what year? Maybe with the Wizards.
I think he won one real early, yeah.
With the Wizards.
I think his was real early.
He was a starter with the Wizards. Might have been the Warriors.
Yeah.
All right. I'm hitting the button. We did good, though.
Okay.
So who was left?
All right. So the last 3. Aaron McKee, you just asked
from that Sixers team. From that Sixers team.
From the finals team. Why did you think of that, bro?
Right, from that Sixers team. Yep.
I wouldn't have got Colin. I wouldn't have got those last.
I wouldn't have got Carla Williamson.
Aaron McKee. Why didn't I think about Aaron McKee, bro?
Because I was
sitting there trying to think of somebody from that Sixers. I thought he was a starter, honestly. I thought he was a starter, Aaron McKee.
No, Eric Snow was a starter.
Man, I just forgot. I knew that team won 3 awards that year: the MVP, the defensive player of the year. I could not remember the 6th man of the year by any. I couldn't remember.
That's why I was like, man, we were just talking about. I'm like, damn, why I couldn't think of?
But no,
it was pretty good.
Yeah. Rodney Rogers.
I forgot about Malcolm Brogdon. Montrezl Harrell a little bit. I did and Jordan Clarkson. I forgot about them.
I did too. Peyton Pritchard, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Barbosa, I forgot about him. My gosh. And then the accuracy was 73%.
Rodney Rogers, fellas.
Rest in peace.
Who he play for? Who he play for, Jamar?
Let's see.
He played for a few teams.
Let me Google him because
he had that left-handed shot. He was shooting threes.
Okay. In 2000. Okay. Denver Nuggets. Phoenix Suns. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. I remember Rodney Rogers. Okay. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Yep. Rest in peace. Yeah. Yep. And so, yeah, man. Okay.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun, bro, for sure. That was fun for sure, bro. And so,
yeah, well.
yeah. Yep. And so, Ian, bro, curious, man, you got anything for us, bro? Anything for us, bro? Um, yeah. And so, support this stream,
Two
support
things.
this stream. Solid podcast. Support this stream. All right, bro. Ian's basement. What you got for us, bro?
I got two things, and they all revolve around these Bears. Do the Bears stay in Illinois?
Love to see it, but from a financial standpoint and a value standpoint, Indiana's best. It's
Ask y'all
cheaper. You
politicians.
can erase a lot of the taxes, and additionally, with that money in, you can build an even finer stadium. You can build, a high quality stadium. And
I don't
so,
think I don't think they let the Bears leave.
from a value standpoint, it's better to just go to Indiana. I know people don't want to say that or see that, but
I mean, it is.
the Redskins play in Landover, Maryland. You see,
There's plenty of them.
it's a lot of teams that play out
The
of state.
49ers play in Santa Clara. The Bills play in Orchard
Right.
Park. Both
Yep.
New York teams play in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Teams play in Inglewood. It's plenty. In
Right.
fact, we can be playing Miami.
And that's the two things, right? And that's the thing. I was not thinking of teams that were in state. I was just thinking of teams out of state. And two for sure, three. The Giants and the Jets both play in New Jersey.
Yep.
And it's only an hour drive away, just like Hammond is from Chicago, fellas. See?
Well, technically, depending on where you at in Chicago, it ain't an hour drive. Hammond around the corner from me.
Oh, right. Yeah, from my brother.
We
yeah,
just got
you're
a
right.
big. We just got a
Chicago's
big.
about
We just got a big ass city. So depending on where you live, it could be
right.
30, 40.
Now it's gonna be rough for them white folks, right? Them white folks gonna be taking 294 coming from the north suburbs.
Oh,
a lot of them,
for sure.
They gonna be pissed because they the ones that wanted that in order to hike, so that they don't have to make that climb all the way from the Eisenhower all the way to Soldier Field no more. But
no different than us here on the south side or where I'm at.
Right.
Nice. Like that would have been one time
Right.
experience for me, and I would have called it a day.
And so
I don't think
like most of our fans are from the north suburbs anyway. Most of our fans that pay for this and that come from and they right. Most of them do in, but I know
The
they
tickets
pissed.
so high.
But at the same time, right? But at the same time, now from a value standpoint, from the organization standpoint, they got a lot more power, man. If they go to Indiana, their pocket's gonna be a lot more deeper.
Like you all's governor name is Pritzker, right, or something like that.
Yeah, JB Pritzker.
Yeah, does he really want to be the governor that lets the Bears lead the state?
I don't think the Bears lead the state, to be honest. I think if they was gonna lead the state, I think it just would have already been set, sealed, and delivered. But they keep saying that it's not really. It's still a chance. I feel like at the last minute they gonna end up staying and being in Arlington.
Yeah, they're giving them all the chances in the world for Illinois to make it right. But I just know that vote last week or the week before, that was like it lets you know.
I think the Bears trying to put the pressure on them.
Got to.
Look, we'll leave.
Right.
And Indiana, they ready. They like shovel in the ground the next day. We ready.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. That area of Hammond, you know how much that area is gonna skyrocket in value? Like Jamar, that area.
Yeah. They're gonna build up everything and it's gonna be crazy.
Dude.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't mind it.
They already redoing the red line and extended already. So it's gonna be crazy. These next couple of years with this construction and depending on where the Bears come out this way, out toward me and Jamar's way, man, it's gonna be crazy.
I'll be in disbelief. Couldn't believe it's real.
Yeah.
Right, because Hammond's such a small, quiet, dead town. Like it ain't
actually
nothing
Hammond's
really. It's
pretty
just
big, to be honest.
Yeah,
Hammond, like two big sizes of Hammond.
Well, no, but you guys get my point. Like it ain't a huge city. You get my point. It's a small. quiet town for the most part. And I just keep thinking of, like, for instance, the bus stop when I was going to Purdue in Jamar, and how quiet Hammond was and how quiet it used to be in the downtown area. But like now with the Bears come, how all that shit's going.
Man, like everything goes up. All these businesses and new jobs that's about to happen. Like the infrastructure, the economy will skyrocket.
Mm-hmm. 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 All of a sudden, Hammond becomes at the center of the world. Little Hammond.
Yep.
Hosting Super Bowl. Right.
They're gonna host
from being
at least once.
Right. Going to be in a small little town and where people go for gas, people go for grocery shop and stuff like that.
Let's go mess up my gas, man.
Yeah. To hosting a Super Bowl.
Them
gas prices probably will go up.
I ain't got time. That's the one thing I ain't got time for. Like, cause crossing over to your state to look at gas prices while driving by, like, whew, I feel so much better living where I live.
So then the last thing I got is how you guys feel about two things, two questions with this one topic. How do we feel about Caleb Williams being on the cover of Madden? And how do we feel like Caleb Williams with the fingernails being painted being on the cover of Madden?
I don't like the nails part, but it's a part of who he is, and so you got to kind of respect it. It's just who he is. But as far as the Madden on the cover, bro, man, ecstatic, bro. It's hard to believe a Bears quarterback is on the
not
cover
a linebacker.
Not a linebacker, not Urlacher, none of that. We talking about a quarterback, bro. So when I saw it, I couldn't believe it in him.
I thought it was kind of fake until like later on that day. I was like, oh, he gonna go be in that for real. I didn't see that coming. I was like, that's pretty dope. We got to live to see a skilled player from the Chicago Bears on the Madden cover. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
pretty dope.
That is dope. Mm-hmm. Wow, the Bears are really
they picked him
now.
Exactly.
Like we are actually they talking about the Bears. I mean,
every other day, the stadium, Caleb on the cover. I was like, man, the Bears just they prime time now.
Making headlines.
it feels new and refreshing. Like you said, first player on Madden and also first, I guess, skill position player per se. I mean, because I think Urlacher was on the cover of NFL 2K3 or something like that.
Yeah, 2K5, I think. Something like that, yeah.
But doesn't have the same, recognition. It's not the same. But this here, Caleb with the matter of fact, I love the two covers. I mean, the one with the jump man and
the two covers is cool, yeah.
How they did Saquon with the jump, reenact something that he did in the actual game. And then of course the Iceman. I mean, and as far as the nails, pretty much like Brandon said, like at the end of the day, I mean, the part of who he is, it's not like he just did it for the shoot. I mean, he wears what he wears on a daily basis. So it's like it is what it is. I mean, us as fans, we accepted him for who he is because I mean, the game, his play speaks for itself. Like I can care less what he does, off the field.
With the nails, all that. As long as you win the damn games, bro.
And I'm pretty sure even with the nails, he'll steal your chick too. But nevertheless, he's a baller. I don't care. Like we got one.
That's what matters. And Chicago needs to keep getting ones, man. Right now, the Bears got one. The Sox possibly got one. And so we need to keep getting them ones. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you build long, sustained legacies. You get that one. And so, man. I feel I'm happy about it, and man, he won a Super Bowl. He gonna be on the cover again.
Yeah, it's possible.
He bring a Super Bowl to Chicago. He gonna be on the cover again. Now I know that's like New York Knicks fans sound like they won the championship. Us winning the Super Bowl sound crazy as hell as Bears fans.
Man,
but, man, Jamar, imagine that, bro. Imagine that.
Can't even.
Imagine that. So yeah, got us one, man. And so, fellas, any final thoughts or shout outs, man, as we head into the weekend?
Man, it's just been normally. I would say June has, in the last couple of years for sure, June has been like a slower month with sports. There's, especially us being White Sox fans, there ain't really been too much excitement going on, and the finals gonna be about over. But this year, Sox is balling. NBA Finals been great. The Stanley Cup's been great. I'm a huge fan of the World Cup, so I'm enjoying every bit of this. So, nevertheless, shout out to the sports right now, and if we don't come back next week, definitely one shout out to both of you. It's always a pleasure waking up Saturday mornings doing this thing. Life be lifing, but it's at least I know I got one thing to look forward to every week. So,
Yep.
Yes, sir. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. Yes. And, bro, man, any final thoughts, shout outs we head into the weekend?
Man, I think Jamar hit it on the head. Sports have been pretty great lately. Been very entertaining, competitive. Like you say, life be lifing, but you having something to look forward to. Shout out to us, shout out to everybody who ever watched us and supported. And man, I'm kind of excited about tonight. I'm so excited to see what's gonna happen tonight. So,
I am
is
too.
it gonna be a historic night for the Knicks or the Spurs gonna have a little redemption? It's like a soap opera. But
Yes.
yeah, I'm excited for that. Prayers to everybody. I know it was we had a lot of bad tornadoes,
Storms.
especially in Indiana, yeah, and in Chicago as well, even around my way. So prayers to everybody that had to deal with the storm because we had a lot going on, trees hitting people's houses, cars. Indiana, I think part of Maryville, and
man,
they got it real bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
So
saw that online. Yeah, I
yeah,
saw that
so
online. Yeah.
prayers to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I second everything you guys stated, man. Yes, be safe, world. Keep God first, remember. That with God all things are possible. And so, with that being said, on behalf of the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, we would like to say thank you for tuning in with us this morning. Continue to chop it up with us and support our podcast on various platforms. And if you are and would love to talk sports with us on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, we are here and would love to do so with you. Your love support is truly appreciated, and we hope you all have a blessed and safe weekend. Peace.